In 2007, a young boy named Reed stands in front of his class on career day and declares that he wants to invent teleportation. He's already working on a teleportation device in his garage, thanks to his high IQ. But his teacher doesn't believe him, saying he failed the assignment for being unrealistic. Disappointed, Reed returns to doodling equations in his notebook. When Ben Grimm is called up next, he notices Reed's work and gets curious. That evening, while trying to escape his bullying brother, Ben wanders into his family's junkyard, where he hears strange noises. He finds Reed searching for a power converter for his experiment. Reed promises to show Ben the invention if he helps him find the part. Ben agrees, and soon they finish the machine in Reed's garage. They place a toy car on the platform, power it up, and suddenly, the car vanishes, leaving only a pile of small rocks behind. Years later, 7 years pass. At a school science fair, Reed and Ben present an improved version of the teleportation machine, which can not only send objects away, but bring them back. Reed demonstrates by teleporting a toy plane, which returns covered in mysterious sand. However, the teachers assume it's just a magic trick and disqualify them. Among the spectators is Dr. Franklin Storm and his adopted daughter, Sue. Storm works for the Baxter Foundation, a government-backed research center. He's impressed by Reed's experiment because his own team has struggled to bring objects back from other dimensions. Reed is shocked. He thought he was teleporting things across Earth, not to another world. Sue shows him a test tube of sand that doesn't match any known material on Earth. Storm then offers Reed a full scholarship at Baxter. The next day, Ben helps Reed move into the foundation and gives him his Swiss Army knife as a parting gift, telling him this is where he truly belongs. Reed explores the facility, amazed by the advanced labs and huge library. He awkwardly tries to start a conversation with Sue but struggles to talk to her. Meanwhile, Dr. Storm meets with the research board about an expedition to the mysterious new world. The government scientist, Dr. Allen, is skeptical about involving Victor Von Doom, a former researcher who sabotaged the project before disappearing. But given Victor's expertise, they decide to bring him back under strict supervision. Building the quantum gate, Storm tracks down Victor, who is initially reluctant, but changes his mind when he learns that Reed has successfully brought things back from the other dimension, and that Sue is part of the team. Back at Baxter, Reed, Sue, and the team begin constructing a full-scale version of his teleportation machine. During their work, Sue discovers that Reed's original model tore a hole in space-time, which could lead to a catastrophic black hole. They must proceed carefully. Meanwhile, Storm's rebellious son, Johnny, is caught in an illegal street race. His father bails him out of the hospital after a crash and forces him to join the Baxter team in exchange for fixing his car. Over time, the group bonds while working together, though Victor grows jealous of Reed and Sue's growing connection. After weeks of effort, the machine, now named the Quantum Gate, is complete. Reed sends a picture to Ben, thanking him for his support. During a live demonstration for the research board, they send a monkey through the gate. The animal successfully returns unharmed, proving the experiment works. The scientists are thrilled, but when the young researchers suggest they should be the first to explore the new world, the board refuses. Instead, they plan to send trained astronauts. A secret mission upset by the decision, Reed, Johnny, and Victor drink together and decide to secretly use the machine themselves. Reed calls Ben, arguing that he was part of the original project and should be there too. That night, they suit up and step into the quantum gate. Sue, working late, notices an unauthorized activation and rushes to stop them. But by the time she reaches the lab, the four have already vanished. They arrive in the otherworldly dimension, Planet Zero. As they explore, they plant an American flag, but the ground crumbles beneath them, revealing a glowing green energy source. Victor, fascinated, reaches out to touch it, causing a violent eruption. The group scrambles to escape, but Victor gets caught in the energy, which begins consuming his body. Reed tries to save him, but the substance melts the rope, and Victor falls. With no time to grieve, the others rush back to their pods, but something goes wrong. Sue, tracking their signals, tries to bring them back, but the machine malfunctions. Johnny catches fire. Ben is crushed by flying debris, and Sue is knocked unconscious by the explosion when the machine returns. Reed wakes up in a government facility, horrified to find his body stretching unnaturally. At Area 57, a secret government lab, scientists experiment on the survivors. Sue flickers in and out of visibility. Johnny is engulfed in flames and, in a panic, sets off an explosion. Ben has transformed into a massive rock-like creature. Reed, still restrained, hears Ben calling for help and breaks out, promising Ben he'll fix everything. But when soldiers chase him, he escapes alone. Dr. Allen later manipulates Ben into believing Reed abandoned them. The government offers to cure them, but only if they agree to work as military assets. A year passes. Johnny, Sue, and Ben have mastered their abilities and now work for the government. Ben is sent into war zones to destroy tanks. Johnny, who can fly, enjoys his missions, but Sue is uneasy about being used as a weapon. Meanwhile, Allen convinces the Pentagon to fund more experiments to create superpowered soldiers. Dr. Storm, concerned for his children, asks Sue to track Reed. She finds a pattern. He's been secretly gathering scrap metal and checking up on Ben. When Reed logs into his computer, she pinpoints his location. The military sends a team to capture him, but Reed, now skilled at using his abilities, fights them off. However, when Ben arrives, Reed surrenders, promising to help find a cure. Returned to Planet Zero, Reed is brought back to Baxter, where Sue convinces him to fix the gate. He agrees, knowing this might be his only chance to make things right. The team successfully opens another portal to Planet Zero. A team is sent through, and to their shock, they find Victor alive. His body has fused with his suit and his powers are immense. Back at Area 57, Victor is placed under observation. He reveals that Planet Zero granted him great power and that he no longer sees Earth as worth saving. Suddenly, he unleashes his abilities, massacring everyone in the lab. Alarms blare, and the team rushes to stop him. Victor, now fully transformed, kills Dr. Storm before returning to Planet Zero. Determined to stop him, the four heroes follow him through the quantum gate. They confront Victor in an intense battle, ultimately working together to defeat him. Reed stretches to distract him, Sue traps him with force fields, Johnny burns through his defenses, and Ben delivers the final blow, sending Victor into the energy core, destroying him for good. Back on Earth, the Pentagon offers them military roles, but they refuse, warning them to stay out of their way. Instead, they claim their own research facility. As they discuss what to call their new team, Ben makes a remark that inspires Reed to name them the Fantastic Four.